After 4 seasons of Manchester City dominance, a new club has finally claimed the Premier League trophy. Just 12 months after legendary manager Jurgen Klopp said goodbye, Liverpool have wrestled the title back from Pep Guardiola's grasp. Let's take a look back at the Reds' historic season. Hello and welcome to Football Now, here from the Al Bayt Stadium in Qatar. Well, the Premier League season might not be over quite yet, but Liverpool have been mathematically confirmed as champions for the second time in 5 years. It brings them level with Manchester United on a joint record 20 English League titles, and it comes just 1 year after legendary manager Jurgen Klopp left the club. So, how has the new head coach Arne Slot delivered this legendary season that's ended with them lifting the trophy that the fans have craved the most?
Yeah, I think it's been really positive. I was lucky enough to go on the pre-season tour to America, so I was in and around it, seeing what Arne Slot was like firsthand. I think it was a really positive pre-season. I think the players just transitioned very quickly from the kind of Jurgen Klopp era into the Arne Slot era. Yes, obviously we would have loved to have progressed in Champions League, we would have loved to have won the Carabao Cup final against Newcastle, but I think bigger picture, I think that is the one that I think all the players, all the fans want. And we played some great football as well, it's been a joy to watch. And I've actually loved what Arne Slot's about. I think he's been really calm, he's been really composed, speaks really well, very different to a Jurgen, but no one's going to be a Jurgen. But I think, yeah, as first seasons go, if you can get it over the line, I don't think you can really complain with winning the Premier League in your first season.
While they may have won their first title for 30 years back in 2020, this is one that Liverpool fans can really celebrate. That maiden Premier League trophy 5 years ago came right at the height of the COVID-19 pandemic, making the achievement feel a little bit of an anti-climax. This time though, supporters will travel from all around the globe to the city to be part of the celebrations, proving just how much this victory means.
Obviously, having the fan base that we have all over the world, we know how massive the club is for all of us. And this is about 30 years worth of celebrations that obviously got extended another 5 years, and you can imagine it's going to be a bigger scene than the last 2 parades that we've had. So I'll be in Liverpool for a couple of days because normally I keep my trips really short, but in this case, being a parade, I had to make it longer. So just fly in, see friends, and then obviously celebrate with the fans. Obviously, we're going to be at the game and at the parade, so whoever we meet, it will just enjoy it like there's no end.
Well, the season may have ended with success for Liverpool, but it wasn't without its difficulties either. The ongoing uncertainty surrounding the future of their star players, Mohamed Salah, Trent Alexander-Arnold and the captain Virgil van Dijk, made fans nervous, as all 3 of their contracts were set to expire this summer. The good news for Reds fans, though, is that 2 of the 3 have decided to stay. Salah and Van Dijk both recently penned new 2-year deals, keeping them at Anfield until 2027. In particular, supporters will be relieved about Mo Salah after another record-breaking season for the Egyptian. With 1 game left to play, he scored 28 goals and assisted another 18, a record combined amount for a 38-game Premier League season. As Liverpool look for a period of sustained trophy success, how imperative was it that Salah stayed at the club?
To be honest, it's a very big deal, not only for Mohamed Salah but for the club, as they still have one of the best players in the world. Maybe he's the best player in the world this season, so he's the man who can score, the man who can provide the assists, the man who knows the system, the man who has very good connection with the fans, the staff. So it's a very big deal for the club. Also, all the Egyptians wanted him to stay at Liverpool because we want to see him competing at the very high top level in Europe, and he can do that for the next 2 seasons at least. And we are sure that he will keep his records, will keep his performance in the duration of the new contract with Liverpool. We don't have any doubt with that.
So we know Salah and Van Dijk are staying put, but Arne Slot has also hinted that there could be plenty of activity in the upcoming transfer window. We could see quite a bit of incoming and outgoing at Anfield as the manager looks to put his stamp on this squad. So where do fans feel that the team need to be strengthened if they are to defend their title next year?
This is Arne Slot, if you like, first real summer. He's assessed the squad now for a year. Richard Hughes likewise as well, so it's big summers, big moments for those 2. A lot of people, a lot of fans have sort of critiqued the lack of squad depth. Now, I personally believe the squad depth was there, but it's clear that the squad depth that Arne Slot trusts isn't there. There's only 13 or 14 players he really backs, so he needs to get in 3 or 4 more players that he knows he can call upon in any situation, whether it be in-game or to start game, because that's why the drop-off and the lethargy has crept in for me, sort of post-Christmas. First half of the season was phenomenal. The numbers speak for themselves. Second half, the results have been okay in the main, but there've definitely been some very underwhelming results and performances. I think that's just come from overuse of 1 or 2, maybe in the midfield department in particular. So it's going to be a fascinating summer.
What a season it has been for Liverpool fans then, as they've seen their team crowned champions of England for a joint record 20th time. The question now is, can they defend that title? Let us know if you think they can, using the hashtag #FootballNowLiverpoolChampions. That's all we've got time for though here this week. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.